everyone, and welcome to the final session of our masterclass on gorgeous goals. We have spent the last few days talking about what it takes to really create and execute the plan to create your gorgeous goals. Now, if you've been with us for the entire time, then you know that on Monday we spoke about visibility. On Tuesday, we spoke about aligned authority. And yesterday, which was Thursday, we spoke about community. So far, we have spoken about visibility, aligned authority, and building community. Today, we are going to wrap our series up talking all about insights. Yes, insights. So without further ado, let's dive into today's Gorgeous Goals series. Now, here's the thing. You are never too old, never too busy to learn something new. And what should be true for us is that we should be lifelong learners. We should always be in discovery mode, discovering something that could happen, or anything new that can happen. And we can do that in so many different ways. Now, I will dare say that the truth is, whatever you've been doing up to now to achieve your goal has not been working 100%. Otherwise, you would have already achieved your dreams and your goals. And you can let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Because if you had it down pat, you would experience more success and more achievement. And by virtue of the fact that you're kind of hanging out here with me, getting these tips, means that you acknowledge there is more that can be done. And I want to celebrate you for that. I want to celebrate you for recognizing that while you may have done things, there are other things that can be done to help you really achieve your dreams and your goals. So we're talking about insights. I want to share with you the power of reflection. How many times do you sit down and look back on the past week or the past month or the past quarter or maybe even the past year, 3 years, or 5 years? Because when we sit down and begin to look at our history, it will give us a great prediction for our future. You've heard me say it before, and I'm going to say it again. History is the greatest predictor of the future. That means that whatever you've historically done is what more than likely is what you will do continuously and into the future. So if you are a procrastinator and you have procrastinated years and years and years, chances are you will continue to procrastinate. Attempt, then chances are in the future, that is exactly what you are going to give. Whatever we have done in the past is a great predictor of the future. And so even let's just look at the world pandemic or the pandemic that we experienced just a couple of years ago. That was not new. It was new to us who have experienced it because they don't come around that often. I believe maybe once every 100 years or something like that. And when we look at historically what was done in previous pandemics and what to expect and how to deal with the current pandemic. And so, unless we do something to disrupt the way that we are making decisions and taking action, nothing changes because disruption is a requirement for transformation. So as you sit down and reflect on your week or your year or your quarter or the past 3 years, or if you reflect on how you have been a parent, or you reflect on the type of person that you've been, or you reflect on how you've shown up on your job, there's so much valuable learning to get from just looking back at your patterns. The first thing we get to identify when we reflect, and this is why insights are so important. When we reflect, we get to see what our best practices are. What are the things that we do well? because those are the things that we know we should repeat. We can do those things over and over and over and over again because they have yielded success for us. We may tweak them. We know that if I continue to do this, I will get great results. And so that's what we want to look at. We want to reflect on the past to pull out all of the things that we do well so we know how to repeat it. I want to frame this for you from my cancer support group perspective. When you are sitting with warriors and cancer patients and cancer survivors who have already gone through the journey, you can use their insights. You can use their wisdom to help you understand how to win your fight. So, what does that mean? We can look at successful people in the world to see their methods, to see the systems that they use, because I am not telling anybody to be a copycat. The world doesn't need another copycat. The world needs another authentic person that can learn from the best practices of others and implement them for themselves. So that's the first thing that we want to learn. We want to reflect and use insights to determine what we do well. And then the flip of that is the power of reflection to determine the things that we have not done so well in. And we can ask ourselves, okay, how can I improve this? What are the steps that I need to take in order to execute this in a different way? What are the skills and the talents that I need in order to up level my skills so that I can be more successful in this area? So, not only does reflection and insights allow us to celebrate ourselves, it allows us to look at where we're being mediocre and inspect the reasons why to determine if that action is something we need to tuck away or if we need to put more energy behind it. And then finally, we must look at reflection to determine what things are destroying us. What are the things that are creating problems in our lives? And so you may be in a pattern where you are on your job and you are doing things that you believe are of value to the organization, and the organization doesn't see it as value. Should you continue doing that thing? Absolutely not. You should find out from the organization what it really needs so that you know how to execute in a way that gets your skills and talents noticed so that you could be put in line for these promotions. And so, what are the things that you know you should stop doing? Let me pause here for a second. Because many of us create lists of things or our to do lists. We do a good job of all of the things that we need to do. Example, to do list. You may be making a list of things that you need to stop doing. What are the things that you should stop doing? That is how powerful insights and reflections are. It allows us to look at what's not working and tweak it. Now, here's the thing: we can only control what we can control. We can't control our bosses. We can't control our friends. We can't control our children. We can't control our spouses. We can't control anyone outside of ourselves. And so, when we are in dynamics where we can only control ourselves, the more we level up, the more people around us also level up. And so, when we look at insights, we can use insights to see what we're doing well to repeat that thing. We can use insights to see where we're executing average and decide if we want to level up in that area or totally divorce that thing. And we can use the power of insights to determine what things are causing havoc in our lives and ensuring that we no longer do those things. And so you may begin to see a pattern through visibility, aligns authority, through building community, through using insights. Achieve our goals in order to have more success in life requires that we evolve into a higher version of ourselves. Everything starts within us. Everything that happens in our lives starts with us. And so, when was the last time you really invested in your own self development? When was the last time you took a course? There are free courses that are offered. Many coaches offer free courses. Some universities offer free courses. When was the last time you took When was the last you took a course that would help you develop in either your educational aspect or even in a skill set, even a hobby? Because real seriously, like technical skills and skills, trade skills are just as important as those other skills. So how are you developing yourself? How has investing in your skill set improved your life perspectives? If you want a promotion and you're not getting promoted, it's easy to slip into victimhood and think that people aren't an opportunity. I challenge you to slip into ownership and have a conversation with the powers that be to determine what are the things about you that are keeping you from being considered for the promotion. Instead of making assumptions, and Grammy said when we make assumptions, we make an idiot out of me and you, and Grammy didn't use the word idiot. Find out the information that you need that will help you become better. Is it that you're hanging with the wrong people? Because who we are is who we attract, and people will judge us based on our company. So if you're looking for promotion and hanging out with the wrong people in the organization, you are blacklisted. We're just going to be real and have a real conversation. So, how are you investing in your skill set and knowledge so that you can improve your life? If you're looking for a romantic relationship, how are you becoming the best version of you so that you can attract the person into your life who is going to see those attributes on display at someone that's going to value those attributes and want to be with you. So it's all about investing in your skill set and in your knowledge. Now, when was the last time you had an aha experience where like some light bulb in your head was turned on? Because we need those continually as well. That's how we stay in growth mode. And growth mode keeps us just outside of our comfort and complacency zone. Many of us reach a level of success and we settle there, even though we know we want more or that we deserve more. We settle with enough. But when was the last time you had this aha experience that stimulated you, which also helps in your evolution? And then as you consider the goals that you set for this year, 2023, that we're in, when you wrote those goals, what did you write simultaneously about the knowledge, equipment, skills, networking that you needed to make those dreams a reality? And so, see, I've been telling you all week that this is not the average goal setting course. This is actually a masterclass that sets your goal setting apart from creating New Year's resolutions because there's more involved in achieving our dreams and goals than just writing down a new goal for the year. And so, as I wrap up today's conversation, I want to challenge you, as I've done in every single video. There's been a challenge. I want to challenge you to read a book that's been sitting on your shelf that you bought because you were interested in it, but you've put it aside. I have a book that I did that exact same thing with. I want to share it with you because I've not had the opportunity to read the book because I've been, and I committed to reading it, but I've not been able to. So it's been kind of sitting on my shelf for a little while. A friend told me about this book. I don't know if your friends refer books to you. And it's the stories we tell by Joanna Gaines, who is a super successful businesswoman. So I get the opportunity to learn from Joanna. I get the opportunity to see her best practices and glean from it. And that's why reading is so important. And so as you look at your development, I challenge you to read that book or challenge you to book a complimentary call with a coach who offers them. There are so many coaches on LinkedIn that offer 15-minute complimentary calls or 30-minute complimentary calls who can help you. And I want to encourage you to drop pride, to drop ego, because when you've taken yourself as far as you can take yourself, you begin to go in a cycle. And that's why we have to tap into help. People who are further than us, or more knowledgeable than us, or more experienced than us, who can help guide us beyond the place where we find ourselves stuck. And so, as you look at coach, book a complimentary call with that coach just to find out if you and that person can work together so that you could begin to advance your life. And you can do all these things instead of binge watching on Netflix. Yes, I'll tell you the truth. There are times when I do that for relaxation, but you also have to make time to maximize your evolution so that it's not all about binge watching on TV, but that you're actually taking some of that time to invest in yourself and to develop yourself. And just for you today, I'm closing tonight's live by once again reminding you that on December 9th, I am hosting the Goal Setters Club. In the Goal Setters Club, we have two experiences, a general experience, which is a 3-hour power session where we will craft your vision, your mission, your core values. And then we will begin to establish your big goals, your 10-year or 20-year goals, because those 1-year goals, if they aren't leading you to a greater goal in time, those goals must be anchored to a larger goal. We're also going to create the blueprint to bring those possibilities of your goals and dreams to life. And we're going to spend some time creating your vision board. Can I tell you how I became almost debt free? Actually, my only bill is my mortgage. And the reason that that happened is because I remember about 8 years ago putting on my vision board, and I can still visualize it in my head as I'm speaking to you. There's a green word that says debt. It has green backup, and the words are written in white, debt free. And I cut that off a magazine and I put that on my vision board. And my vision board at that time was erected in my bedroom so that every day that I got up, that would be the first thing that I saw, and it would remind me of my purpose, what I wanted to achieve. And every day I would stop at my vision board and have a conversation with the words and the images on that board. So when I went to the grocery store and I had a list to shop by and I wanted to pick up something random, the vision of that green debt free image. If I went into a mall, if I went into a store, like wherever I went where there was a non-essential purchase, the vision of that word would pop into my mind and reminds me that I should only be focused on essential purchases, which allowed me to pay off credit card debt. It allowed me to pay off every bill in full. And so as a result of doing that, I feel so free. It's easier. The level of stress is less. You actually go from living from paycheck to paycheck to having residual. You now create a budget, you're sticking by it, and you have this visual reminder that you want to be debt free. That's how I did it. As simple as that sounds, the vision board anchored me. And so we're going to spend some time developing your vision board. That's the general session for $197. Now, that's a 3-hour session that includes breakfast. However, you could also choose to enter the Thrive experience, which is $511. You get everything in the Goal Getters experience, but you also get access to the 6 ways to take ownership of your life masterclass recording. You get access to the power of purpose teaching. You get a 1-hour personal coaching session with me to review your blueprint after the in-person session. And you get 6 months, 1 hour per month in a group coaching session in our private Facebook community. Those are the 2 options available. And I want to encourage you, if you are tired doing the same things over and over and over and over again and getting the same results, to do something different. I encourage you to disrupt your pattern and do that by investing in something that can help advance your life, that take you from being in a place of overwhelm and getting to a place of taking ownership of your life. If you know that you've been doing the same things over and over and over again, attracting the same type of jobs, attracting the same type of men, attracting the same experiences, and you want to do something different, this is the course that you want to jump into. Now, as I end every live, I make sure I share that I don't want to waste anybody's money. I'm not one of those coaches who just want to take your money so that I could live. This session is only for women or men who are serious about changing the trajectory of their lives. This is for the person that wants to open a business. This is for the person who wants to elevate their business. This is for the person who wants to be promoted on their job. This is for the person who wants a relationship with their children. This is for the person who wants a better relationship with their spouse. This is for the person who wants to evolve their life. So if you're not about evolution, if you're not about taking action, this session is not for you. I am looking to align myself with women and men who are ready to make a change in their lives. I am looking for women and men who are serious about switching from New Year's resolutions and switching from writing one line goals to creating a pure blueprint for their lives for the next 5 or 10 years. And then who are ready to take action. If you're not ready to take action, please don't sign up for this course. You have to be dedicated and serious because it's painstaking work to plot your life. It's painstaking work to change the trajectory of your life. And it's not a microwave process. So if you're willing to put the work in, I am willing to coach you. So I look forward to seeing you in one of these sessions. If for some reason you've missed any of the masterclasses, on Monday we spoke about visibility. On Tuesday we spoke about aligned authority. On Thursday we spoke about community. And tonight we're talking about, what are we talking about tonight? Let me see if you're listening to me. We are talking about using insights to change the trajectory of our lives. So if you missed any of them, please catch the replay so that you can determine if this is the right masterclass for you to enter on December 9th, 2023, and do the work to rebuild your life. Take care, guys. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to talking with you again soon and seeing you in the masterclass. God bless you all. Bye.